All right, Shalom. All praises is due unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Recha Kodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the Great Millstone, GMS, who rule well, who teach well. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Abaratazar, Father willing. This lesson is edifying, quick, and straight to the point. So, let me refresh this. Basically, you got a London underground power outage, and there's obviously updates on this. Okay, Telegraph London power cut latest. Right, underground outage cripples tube with delays. Right, it's going to be a rippling effect. All right, tube line suspended as power cuts TFL network after substation fire 2 hours ago. London Evening Standard. All right, power outage causes travel disruption in London Underground ITVX. All right. It's all today, 12th of May, Monday. All right. A cable fault has caused a power outage and fire disrupting parts of the London Underground and affecting travel across the capital. Transport for London has said. The Elizabeth, Bakerloo, Jubilee and Northern lines were all disrupted on Monday afternoon after a fault on the National Grid's transmission network. Firefighters were called to the substation and brought the blaze under control, but 3 meters of high voltage cabling were destroyed. A spokesperson for the TfL has said there was an outage in southwest London for a matter of minutes and everything shut down due to a national grid issue, and everything's hooked up onto that grid now, man. Right? Water, everything. Right? The grid goes down, when you let's say when you use your faucet at home, your water at home or whatever. All right? That's all, connected onto the grid and things like that. Light and everything. And if that goes down, then you ain't gonna get running water in your homes and things of that nature. And it doesn't take, too long for people to start, losing their minds when, things basically, when things go down, right? Okay. Doesn't take that long, you see. And remember, recently you had outages in Spain and Portugal, all right? You see. So this could be done by design. And not too long ago, a couple of weeks ago, all right, you had a M&S shop over here that had a cyber attack happen to it, all right. BBC, cyber attack on M&S leads to click and collect delays, all right. The UK retailer said its click and collect service has been impacted by technical issues along with its ability to collect contactless payments, with many customers taking to social media to complain about delays. All right. Yeah. So, hey, something big is coming, down the pipeline, man. All right. So, yeah, expect empty, shelves. All right. You had that with the co-op. All right. And, no fresh food, no drinks. All right. And things of that nature. So, something big is coming down the pipeline. All right. All right. Let's see if get an article on that. Yeah, the Hereford Times. Cyber attack leaves empty shelves at co-op supermarket. All right. Shelves have been stripped bare at a Herefordshire supermarket after a cyber attack. All right. This was, recent. The cooperative supermarket in Bromyard's Tenbury Road was today, May 11th. Yesterday, incredibly low in stock in many areas, with bare shelves seen throughout the shop. This is going to be, more and more common. Okay. Scriptures talk about, famines. All right. In a notice posted to customers, the spokesperson for the shop asked customers to please bear with us, apologising for the lack of stock on the shelves. Due to the cyber attack that Co-op has suffered, we are not receiving our usual deliveries. And, most people in society, they'll just get up and expect things to just be at a supermarket like that. right? They, they ain't really thinking, how things come in, things of that nature, right? So when they're not used to seeing this, they're gonna lose it, all right? Yeah. But you know what? We know that we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, man, because the elites are behind this, right? Let's get the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, verse 13, in the New King James Version, which reads, "Therefore thus saith the Lord power, whose name is Yahweh, Behold, my servant shall eat, but you shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed." All right? So, you know, the elect will be taken care of by Yahweh Shai and have sufficient, shelter, food and drink. Okay? All right? The Lord, you're not gonna see, the Lord's people begging bread, man. So these shortages are gonna be increasing in intensity. All right? It's gonna be becoming more common. All right? Lack of food, lack of electricity. All right? So something, big is being planned. Watch this space. All right? So with that, shalom.